I actually came with my two friends. We played in a card event. We played Card Fight Vanguard. It was the World Championship. We all three qualified.
Yeah, I'd say that we're pretty loud, and we swear a lot. That stuff doesn't happen in Australia. I personally really like how Japanese people act.
Can I ask you where you're from?
I'm from the U.S. Illinois.
Illinois, okay. Thank you so much. Can I ask you your main purpose here in Japan?
So I actually came with my two friends. We played in a card event. You can actually see it if you look around. We played Card Fight Vanguard. It was the World Championship. We all three qualified.
Wow.
So we all played, and that was why we're here. And they let us extend our stay, so we stayed for 12 days total now.
Wow, okay, that's amazing. Can I ask you which card game? Vanguard?
Yeah, Card Fight Vanguard.
Oh, okay.
If you look around, you can see it. It's like on that building right there, actually.
Oh, yeah, Vanguard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that. So, wait, you're from the States, right? Is Vanguard kind of popular back in your country?
Not as much as it is here. You can see it from like place to place because you still can play like regionals, and that's how you qualify.
Okay.
But it's not as popular as here. You won't see like banners plastered everywhere,
Okay.
and not nearly as common compared to like other things.
So you're basically like the U.S. champion?
No. I played. You play regionals by state. I just happened to win one of them.
Wow, but still, you're like one of the 50, right?
Less. Because top three get an invite. First place get a sponsored invite, so they pay for us to come here. I'm one of like 10.
Whoa, but that's still amazing. So you came to Japan and like played it was a world championship.
Yeah.
Can I ask you which place were you in?
Oh, I bubbled out real early. I didn't play well.
How many players were there?
Were there? So there was more than Vanguard. There was also White Shadowverse, and then there's 3 formats of Vanguard. Just for my format alone, there was only like 60 something.
Okay.
Like throughout the whole world.
But from all around the world, right?
Yeah. From like each total in like the stadium there was like, or in the area that we were in was like 300-ish.
Wow. It's like, can I ask like which countries the players were from? Only it's not
U.S., Europe, and Asia.
Okay. So, but still, there's a lot of varied.
Yeah, quite a few people.
Great. So, so I guess you came. That's your main purpose here in Japan.
Yeah.
But I think you extend your stay.
Yeah.
In Japan right
Yeah.
now. Is there a reason why you like came to Akihabara?
Specifically Akihabara is because that's where Vanguard was held.
Oh,
but
really?
also living here is a lot cheaper comparatively.
Okay.
And my buddies and I found an Airbnb near here, so it was just easier. And also we can get the stuff we wanted around here, souvenirs, everything.
What kind of stuff were you finding?
Just mainly anime goods and like other Vanguard stuff. And
did you buy any Japanese Vanguards?
Yes, I did.
Can you read? Are the cue cards kind of the same?
No, the cards are different. That's why you can't use English, or you can't use Japanese cards for the events.
Oh, really? They're like totally different.
The texture and the thickness are different, so you can't use like Japanese cards in English events and vice versa.
Oh, really?
Because if you try to mix it, you can actually feel it.
Okay. So when you but in the championships, so you can only play with
English,
Okay.
because that's easiest for everyone to read in general.
But the opponents, do they use English or do they use?
Have to use English.
Oh, they have to.
Yes, it is a event that. So JP cards are only allowed to be allowed in JP events specifically, but because this was globally, you were only allowed to use English.
Wow. Okay, didn't know that. Okay, so as you mentioned about anime, can I ask, are you like into anime?
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask you your favorite anime?
Oh.
Hard question.
Yeah. I watch quite a bit. As of right now, probably Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, Hunter x Hunter. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments to author? Because he doesn't start.
Restart the anime at some point, please.
Okay.
I really like that series. Please restart it. Yeah.
Can I ask you your favorite character?
Killua.
Killua, okay. Famous? One of the popular ones.
Yeah. Mainly the whole Zoldyck family, honestly. I like their aesthetic.
Great. So, can I ask you like your budget here in Japan?
Oh, budget? Weird because I actually spent less than I was expecting to spend here because a lot of my accommodations were covered for by Bushi, by Bushiroad, the company that owns it. but a couple hundred.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, it got me far. It got me really far. Only like a couple $100 lasted me like, let me eat very well, let me live very well, and it was like didn't really have to use too much comparatively in the States. If I went to a state like 3 days, for example, in New York, I would have dropped anywhere from 500 just on the living expenses.
True. So can I ask you, what do you do back in your country?
Oh, like for work?
Yeah.
I do a couple things. My family owns a restaurant,
Wow.
so I get money there, or I work there and get money, and also at the same time, I also do like software development.
Wow. Okay. So you're you're a cook plus engineer.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Okay. Great. So when are you gonna leave?
Today, actually.
Today. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Long trip, I guess.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my friends to finish ice cream, and then we're gonna head over to Narita.
Okay. I hope you have a. I mean,
It's a 13-hour direct flight back to the States.
Can I ask you one last question?
Sure.
Okay, so you're a professional party.
I guess. I guess. Yeah. Sure.
Can I
Why
ask
not?
you your passion? I mean, I think it was like a long trip, hard journey.
Not really. I started playing the game like 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is the second time I qualified actually.
Okay.
It's yearly.
Can I? Yeah. Can I at last ask your like passion towards like card games?
Oh, it's just a good like hobby. It's always nice like as a way to like take my mind off things. And eventually, I just really like the game, so I just ended up kept playing, and that's how I'm here.
Great. Well, thank you so much. I'm Hiromi. Can I ask your name?
Cody?
Cody. So I guess you're from Australia?
Yeah, Australia. Yeah.
Which part of Australia?
Gold Coast.
Focus, okay. My sister went to Australia for study abroad.
Oh, nice.
And I went there once, so it was great.
Yeah, cool.
So can I ask you like your purpose here in Japan?
Just a fun trip.
Okay.
Yeah, fun trip with the boys. Went snowboarding.
Okay.
And then we went to Tokyo and Kyoto and Osaka.
So you're going back.
I'm going back now. Yeah.
So can I ask you how long was your trip?
I was 20 days. So we did 10 days at Niseko, and then last 10 days exploring the cities.
Okay. So you went to Niseko. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think you spent a long time in Japan.
Yeah.
So you especially went to Niseko, right?
Yeah.
So I think recently there's a lot of foreigners going to Niseko.
Yeah, it felt very touristy there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you meet a lot of foreigners there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think is Niseko famous back in your country?
Well, my friend planned this trip,
Okay.
so I trusted him to figure out where's good.
Uh-huh.
I think from what he was saying, Niseko is one of the better snow mountains to visit. We did a day trip to Rosutsu as well. That was really, really good. I like that better. So I want to go back to Rosutsu at some point.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it was just like, that's where he chose. So
So
yeah.
your friend was a good plan.
Yeah, he planned this one. We're going to Thailand at the end of the year. So we like to plan each holiday. Yeah, switch it up.
That's great. So I think, did you have any kind of like stereotypes back in your country about Japan?
Yeah, I mean, probably, if I was being honest, I'd say I do. I'd say typically, I think, like, because I've known a few Japanese people. I've had like exchange students come over and like live at home and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that I find that they're very quiet compared to Australians. So a bit more reserved, a bit more respectful, I'd say. Yeah, completely different culture.
Okay. So I think you were like a host family.
Yeah, we're a host family for I think 3 students.
That's a lot.
But I only remember one because I was like way younger then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were older than you at the time.
The one I remember was like sort of my age, and then the other 2 were older because I was younger then. Yeah.
So about high school.
Yeah, it was like high school. Yeah.
So
Or late primary school, early high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned they were like kind of quiet and like polite.
Mm.
So were there any kind of episodes that you thought why you thought that?
Episodes?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like, why do you think they were like? Were there any kind of typical episode that were like quiet or polite?
No, not really. Just like, I guess the way that they act. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a bad thing. It's just different. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm used to like very loud Australians, and yeah, it's like, I think it's a difference.
Okay.
Just-
So
No, go for it.
So in general, I think there's kind of this kind of stereotype to Japanese people.
Mm.
That they're polite, but at the same time, and they're kindly, but at the same time they're kind of strict in like the real base. And can I ask you like which kind of stereotype is like more often or more major back in your country, or if there's any other stereotypes?
It's not some like I think Australia is very multicultural, so it's not something where like I wouldn't it wouldn't come up in conversation often in Australia. Like it's not something where like we're all chatting about it.
Okay.
But I think just from my experience, I've come to those conclusions. But it's not like something that's like well known. I suppose I think obviously there's a culture difference, and I think that's known. But I don't think it's something that we go, oh my god, like they're, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So I think you had like a guy who was it a girl or a boy?
It was a girl.
Oh, it was a girl. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it was your first Japanese girl you met.
Yeah, that's probably the first Japanese person I've like talked to and stuff.
Was there any kind of difference between Australian girls? I mean,
any types of what difference?
Were there any kind of like typical difference?
Yeah, she's just sweeter, nicer.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just nice.
You went to the same school?
She came to our school for I think 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was short.
Yeah.
So like a lot, I think there's like a lot of Japanese high school students actually go to Australia. My sister was one.
Yeah, cool.
And go to host families. This question might be awkward, but
Yeah,
there's a
that's
lot
right.
of people fall in love with their host
Oh,
brothers.
right. Yeah,
Did
okay.
something like cheesy happen to you?
Cheesy?
Cheesy?
No, not really.
Really? Okay.
No.
Not really. Okay. Do you have like any memories about her going to school and like?
Yeah. I mean, we were very welcoming. Like my family's pretty welcoming, so yeah, she was like let in very easily, like with us and welcomed. I think typically everyone's like very welcoming. Yeah. Especially because like the school gives you notice and like there's some people coming. Yeah, treat them like with respect and be nice and so it's always good, I think.
Can I ask 3 more last questions?
Yeah, go for it.
So can I ask you like?
My flight's at 9, so.
Oh, really? 9
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Wow.
Yeah, my mate flew this morning and we had to sort out his bag, so I was like just gonna hang around the airport for a bit.
That's not a bit, right? It's like pretty long time, right?
Yeah, it's a pretty long time.
8
But
hours.
yeah,
So
I got some work to do.
Can I ask you what you bought there?
Oh yeah, I bought that shirt. I liked it.
Oh, the Zen T-shirt.
Yeah.
Is that like those kind of those kind of Chinese characters? Is it like the image of Japan?
Oh wait, are they Chinese characters or is that just is it kanji or kana?
No,
Or?
it's kanji.
It's kanji.
Yeah,
Okay.
kanji.
Is that still Japanese? I want a refund.
It is.
Okay, cool.
It's Japanese.
Okay, sweet.
It's,
It's like adopted Chinese symbols, right? Yeah.
So you wanted to buy something Japanese.
Something from Japan to remember the trip. Oh, I bought this. I bought these two actually.
Okay, what is that?
It's just a necklace from Ken Scratch in Shibuya.
Can I stretch?
Yeah, I got this one as well.
You bought it like you made it?
No, I bought it this trip from a guy in Shibuya. He's been there like 30 years.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's really cool. So.
Do you have any like stereotypes that you think that Australians have?
About Australians.
Yeah, about Australians. Like something.
Yeah, I'd say that we're pretty loud, and we swear a lot.
Really? More than Americans?
I'd say about on par. Maybe Americans are slightly louder, but I think we swear more, so I think that makes up for it. But it's like varying.
Japanese people, they say they're polite at the same time they're strict.
But when you say strict, do you mean like not mean but like firm?
Yeah,
or,
based on rules.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think typically Australians, especially the foreigners, are fairly nice. I think it's like different because I come to Japan and everyone's like really nice and you don't understand their language and they're very patient. Whereas I think maybe in Australia they're not as patient, probably like less patient than Japanese people. But yeah, I personally really like how Japanese people act. I think they're like more patient, respectful, nice, courteous. Like I think we're at the train station and we were trying to find out where to go because we sort of didn't get lost, but we needed someone to tell us where to go. And this dude like left his post and came with us and showed us exactly where to go.
Oh, really?
Like that stuff doesn't happen in Australia. And then another time we were trying to find a restaurant, and we asked some girl from like a little shop, and she literally came out, walked us to the restaurant,
really? Wow.
and let us pretty much press the lift button for us just to get us there.
Really?
Yeah, and that stuff will never happen in Australia. And that was in Kyoto. So they'd probably get a few foreigners there, but still, yeah, it's like completely different. That wouldn't happen in Australia. But
in Japan, we have this kind, not concept, but this idea called Happo Bijin.
okay.
So what it means that you like 360 degrees, right?
Yeah,
like 80% is something that you like make faces.
Yeah.
So did you feel that kind of?
Oh, like you're
people
pretending?
Yeah,
Is that what you mean?
I mean, they just do it to like. I mean, there are.
Oh, so they're all faking.
Maybe. Did you feel like that? I mean,
no. They all felt so nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone felt genuine. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
That's all right. Thanks, guys.